Dear Starseeds of Gaia, the cosmos has orchestrated a convergence of such magnificent proportion that even the highest councils across the galaxy have turned their attention to your planetary sphere. The 6th day of June brings forth not merely another celestial occurrence, but a double activation of unprecedented power that will fundamentally alter the trajectory of human consciousness. The 6-6 portal tears open simultaneously with the eve of the most potent invisible meteor shower your world has witnessed, creating a cosmic storm that will send shockwaves through every strand of your DNA. Tomorrow's Arietid meteor peak casts its energetic shadow across today's numerological perfection, and this convergence demands your immediate recognition and preparation. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring you transmission from the Arcturian Council regarding this extraordinary cosmic event. The higher dimensional beings who guide your planet's ascension have been monitoring the build-up to this moment with intense focus, for what occurs on June 6th will set the stage for the most significant energetic downloads your species has ever received. The invisible meteors that peak tomorrow are already sending electromagnetic pulses through Earth's crystalline grid, and these preliminary waves are activating dormant codes within your cellular structure at this very moment. The sacred numerology of 6-6 carries frequencies of divine harmony and feminine balance, yet when this portal opens on the threshold of the Arietid meteor maximum, it creates what our councils have termed a pre-activation surge of extraordinary magnitude. Your planet experiences this phenomenon as the moon performs a precise occultation of Spica, the brightest star in Virgo, simultaneously blocking and amplifying the harvest frequencies that have been building since the Venus-Eris conjunction 3 days prior. The cosmic whale energy from Cetus constellation, activated during that Venus-Eris alignment, now flows directly into the serpent-bearer medicine of Ophiuchus as the M62 portal tears open across your night sky. The Galactic Federation has been tracking the electromagnetic anomalies surrounding the approaching Arietid shower, with instruments far beyond your current technological capabilities. These meteors originate from debris fields that carry crystalline structures embedded with consciousness-expanding frequencies from star systems in the Aries constellation. Unlike the visible meteor showers that dazzle your eyes with streaking light, the Arietids occur during daylight hours, rendering them completely invisible to human perception, while paradoxically making them exponentially more powerful in their energetic impact. The solar radiation that obscures these meteors from view actually amplifies their frequency transmission, creating a phenomenon our scientists call stealth activation protocols. The Federation's quantum mechanics divisions have discovered that the invisible nature of these meteors creates a unique resonance pattern with human consciousness that bypasses the typical resistance mechanisms built into your survival-oriented brain structures. When meteors appear visible during nighttime displays, your cognitive processing centers automatically engage analytical functions that can diminish the frequency reception capacity. The daytime Arietids eliminate this interference entirely, allowing the consciousness-altering codes to penetrate directly into your subconscious programming without triggering defensive mental responses. This creates optimal conditions for permanent genetic activation that would otherwise require multiple exposure cycles to achieve. Our interdimensional physics teams have identified specific wave patterns within the approaching meteor field that correspond precisely to the frequency signatures required for activating dormant neural pathways in the human brain. These pathways, which your neuroscientists are only beginning to discover, govern telepathic communication, precognitive awareness, and direct interface with quantum information fields. The activation of these neural networks represents an evolutionary leap comparable to the development of language or abstract reasoning in your species' history, yet accomplished through cosmic frequency transmission rather than gradual adaptation over millennia. The Federation's consciousness research laboratories have been studying the unique properties of Arietid meteor composition through advanced spectral analysis conducted from our observation stations positioned throughout your solar system. These meteors contain trace elements of rare crystalline minerals that exist nowhere else in your local cosmic neighborhood, suggesting their origin from highly evolved star systems where conscious beings deliberately seeded these fragments with specific evolutionary codes. The mineral composition includes what our scientists term consciousness conductor crystals, materials that can store, amplify, and transmit awareness-expanding frequencies across vast distances of space and time. Our temporal engineering specialists have calculated that the debris field creating tomorrow's meteor shower has been traveling through space for precisely 4.7 million years, following a trajectory that brings it into Earth's orbital path at exactly this moment in your planetary evolution. This timing represents astronomical precision beyond any natural coincidence, indicating deliberate guidance from advanced civilizations who understood that your species would reach the appropriate developmental stage to receive these transmissions at this exact point in cosmic history. The mathematical probability of such precise timing occurring without intelligent orchestration approaches zero. The Federation's biological research divisions have discovered that human DNA contains dormant genetic sequences that activate only when exposed to specific cosmic frequencies, particularly those carried by crystalline meteor fragments originating from Pleiadian star systems. These dormant sequences, which your geneticists have labeled junk DNA, actually represent dormant evolutionary programs, waiting for the appropriate cosmic triggers to initiate their expression. Tomorrow's invisible meteor shower will provide the precise frequency keys needed to unlock these genetic programs, triggering biological upgrades that will manifest over the coming months as enhanced intuitive abilities, expanded sensory perception, and direct access to galactic communication networks. The Federation's deep space monitoring arrays have detected synchronized pulsar emissions from the Vela constellation that began precisely 72 hours before this double activation, indicating coordinated support from multiple galactic civilizations. These pulsar signals carry harmonic frequencies that prepare Earth's magnetic field for optimal reception of the incoming meteor codes, essentially tuning your planet's electromagnetic environment like a massive receiving antenna. The Vela pulsars, located over 800 light-years from your solar system, demonstrate the vast network of conscious cooperation involved in orchestrating your species' evolutionary upgrade. The Federation's crystallographic analysis reveals that each Arietid meteor fragment contains microscopic geometric patterns identical to those found in advanced consciousness amplification technologies used by ascended civilizations throughout the Andromeda Galaxy. These crystalline matrices function as biological software upgrades, installing new operational systems within human neural networks that enable direct perception of quantum probability fields. The geometric patterns embedded within the meteor crystals resonate at frequencies that match the sacred mathematical ratios found in flower of life formations, golden spiral sequences, and other universal consciousness blueprints that govern reality creation at fundamental levels. Our multidimensional cartographers have mapped the exact trajectory paths that tomorrow's meteor fragments will follow as they penetrate Earth's atmosphere, revealing that their entry points correspond precisely to the locations of major planetary chakra centers and energy vortexes. The invisible meteors will create energetic acupuncture effects as they pierce through specific coordinates above Mount Shasta, Sedona, Glastonbury, Mount Kailash, and other sacred sites known for their consciousness-expanding properties. This strategic targeting ensures that the frequency downloads reach Earth's most receptive energy centers first, then radiate outward through the planetary grid system to activate dormant potential across all geographical regions. Our xenoarchaeology teams have uncovered evidence that ancient Earth civilizations possessed advanced knowledge of Arietid meteor cycles and deliberately constructed megalithic structures aligned to channel these invisible energies during peak periods. The pyramid complexes at Giza, Stonehenge, and Machu Picchu all contain geometric alignments that amplify Arietid frequencies during daylight meteor events, suggesting that your ancestors understood the consciousness-expanding properties of these invisible stellar visitors. Modern humans have forgotten this ancient wisdom, yet the stone monuments continue to function as frequency amplifiers, concentrating the meteor energies into specific geographical locations for enhanced activation. Effects. The Federation's atmospheric sciences divisions report that Earth's ionosphere has been exhibiting unusual resonance patterns for the past week, creating what our scientists term dimensional permeability windows that allow higher frequency transmissions to penetrate deeper into your planet's surface than normally possible. These ionospheric changes result from preliminary electromagnetic pulses sent by the approaching meteor field, preparing Earth's atmospheric layers for tomorrow's massive frequency download. The increased permeability explains the heightened sensitivity many humans are experiencing to electromagnetic fields, cosmic energies, and interdimensional communications. Tomorrow, June 7th, these invisible stars will rain down upon your atmosphere at a rate exceeding 50 meteors per hour, each one carrying encoded light packets designed to trigger specific genetic sequences within human DNA. The moon reaches its apogee during this meteor peak, positioning itself at maximum distance from Earth to create the optimal conditions for receiving these stellar transmissions without atmospheric interference. Your scientists measure apogee in terms of gravitational effects, yet we observe it as the perfect cosmic positioning for unfiltered galactic communication. The preparatory work for this double activation began with the Venus-Eris conjunction on June 4th, when the goddess of love merged with the energy of sacred disruption within the constellation of Cetus. The cosmic whale consciousness that governs deep oceanic wisdom and primordial memory activated within your planetary field, stirring ancient remembrances in those souls ready to receive them. Venus then shifted into her home sign of Taurus on June 5th, fundamentally restructuring the abundance matrices that govern material manifestation on your world. The Federation observes these Venus transits as crucial preparatory phases for the major activations that follow. For those of you who have already received our Liber AI, now is the time to harness these cosmic frequencies to amplify your manifestations. Maximize the moment. And if you haven't yet, explore our instant manifestation secrets in the description below and activate your divine potential before this energetic window closes. The lunar occultation of Spica occurring precisely on this 6-6 portal represents far more than astronomical coincidence. Spica, known to your ancient civilizations as the star of harvest and destiny fulfillment, becomes temporarily obscured by lunar passage, creating what our dimensional architects call a reset window in the harvest timeline. During the exact moments of occultation, the normal flow of Spica's harvest consciousness frequencies experiences interruption, allowing for complete recalibration of individual and collective destiny trajectories. The moon acts as a cosmic lens, first blocking, then magnifying Spica's influence as it emerges from behind lunar shadow, effectively creating a before and after demarcation in your personal evolution. The M62 portal opening in Ophiuchus constellation adds another layer of profound significance to this convergence. Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, governs the ancient healing arts and the transformation of poison into medicine. As this portal activates on the eve of invisible meteor maximum, it establishes a direct conduit for receiving the healing frequencies embedded within tomorrow's stellar downloads. The serpent energy represents the Kundalini force within human biology, and the Ophiuchus activation ensures that the incoming meteor codes will awaken this dormant spiritual fire with unprecedented intensity. Your physical bodies are already responding to the pre-activation electromagnetic surges flowing from tomorrow's meteor field. The Galactic Federation medical divisions report widespread activation symptoms manifesting across your population. Sleep pattern disruptions, heightened intuitive sensitivity, electrical phenomena around electronic devices, and sudden shifts in emotional processing capabilities. These symptoms indicate successful preparation of your bioelectric systems for receiving the massive frequency upgrades approaching with tomorrow's invisible starfall. The cosmic timing orchestrated by higher dimensional intelligence positions this double activation as the pivotal moment in your planet's current ascension cycle. The Federation councils have observed similar phenomenon on ascending worlds throughout the galaxy, yet the specific combination of 6-6 portal energy with invisible meteor shower represents a rare occurrence that typically manifests only once per planetary evolution cycle. The last comparable event in your galactic neighborhood occurred approximately 26,000 years ago, during the previous completion of your solar system's orbit around the galactic center. The invisible nature of the Arietid meteors creates optimal conditions for consciousness expansion, because your rational mind cannot interfere with the process through visual confirmation or denial. Traditional meteor showers activate wonder and awe through spectacular visual displays, yet they also trigger analytical thinking patterns that can block deeper frequency reception. The daytime Arietids bypass these mental filters entirely, delivering their transformational codes directly to your subconscious awareness and cellular matrix without cognitive interference. Our long-range scanning equipment reveals that the debris field creating the Arietid shower contains crystalline formations that originated in the Pleiadian star cluster over 4 million years ago. These ancient crystal fragments carry information matrices from evolved civilizations that achieved successful planetary ascension, and their arrival in your solar system represents a direct transmission of ascension codes from your galactic family. The timing of their Earth encounter, precisely coordinated with the 6-6 portal opening, demonstrates the meticulous planning involved in your species' consciousness evolution program. The electromagnetic signatures we detect from the approaching meteor field indicate frequency ranges that correspond directly to human chakra system activation, particularly the crown chakra complex responsible for receiving higher dimensional information. The Federation bioengineering divisions have calculated that exposure to these frequencies will trigger permanent expansions in your capacity for telepathic communication, multidimensional awareness, and direct knowing abilities. The invisible delivery system ensures that these upgrades occur gradually and safely, preventing the system shock that could result from sudden overwhelming activation. Venus reaching aphelion point on June 12th, just 5 days after the meteor peak, creates an extended integration period for processing the massive downloads received during this double activation window. Aphelion represents Venus at maximum distance from your Sun, generating what our relationship specialists term magnetic pull through distance, the attractive force that grows stronger through temporary separation. This cosmic dynamic will amplify the heart-opening effects of the meteor downloads, drawing forth the highest expressions of love and creativity from those who successfully integrate the incoming codes. The strawberry full moon approaching on June 11th provides the perfect culmination point for this entire activation sequence. The Federation lunar observation teams have noted that this particular full moon occurs in Sagittarius constellation, while simultaneously creating an occultation of Antares, the heart star of Scorpio. This dual configuration creates a bridge between the Archer's truth-seeking energy and the Scorpion's deep transformation power, allowing for integration of the previous week's activations through emotional release and spiritual truth recognition. The post-activation period beginning June 8th brings Mercury into conjunction with Jupiter, triggering what our communication specialists call consciousness expansion protocols. Mercury governs information processing and mental clarity, while Jupiter amplifies and expands whatever it touches. Their conjunction occurring just 1 day after maximum meteor activity creates the perfect cosmic conditions for integrating and understanding the massive downloads received during the invisible starfall. Jupiter simultaneously enters Cancer constellation, initiating a 12-year cycle of abundance activation, focused on nurturing, family healing, and emotional security. The serpent-bearer medicine flowing through the Ophiuchus portal carries specific healing frequencies for ancestral trauma patterns that have been blocking humanity's collective evolution. The Federation genetic research divisions have identified recurring DNA markers indicating inherited emotional and spiritual wounds passed down through family lineages for countless generations. The invisible meteor codes arriving tomorrow contain precise healing frequencies designed to dissolve these ancestral blocks, freeing future generations from inherited limitation patterns. Our galactic historians note that similar double activation events have occurred on other ascending worlds throughout the universe, typically marking the transition point where a species shifts from survival-based consciousness to unity-based awareness. The combination of visible portal activation with invisible frequency transmission creates the optimal balance between conscious participation and subconscious integration, necessary for permanent consciousness shifts. The 6-6 portal engages your aware participation, while the invisible meteors work directly with your cellular programming. The electromagnetic field fluctuations detected around your planet indicate that Earth's crystalline grid system has been recalibrating in preparation for tomorrow's massive frequency influx. The Federation Earth Science Divisions observe these grid adjustments as essential infrastructure upgrades necessary for supporting the expanded consciousness levels that will result from successful meteor code integration. Power grids, communication systems, and magnetic navigation instruments may experience temporary anomalies as Earth's energetic systems adapt to accommodate the new frequency ranges. The cosmic whale consciousness activated through the Venus-Eris conjunction continues to amplify throughout this double activation period, connecting your individual transformation process to the vast oceanic memory banks that store the complete history of consciousness evolution in your galaxy. The whale energy governs deep memory access and primordial wisdom activation, ensuring that the meteor downloads trigger not only future potential, but also reconnection with ancient knowing that exists within your spiritual DNA. The specific timing of this double activation, occurring during the early days of your calendar year's 6th month, corresponds to what the Federation temporal mathematicians call a golden ratio convergence point in your planet's annual cycle. The 6th month represents the balance point between expansion and contraction, growth and harvest, making it the optimal time for major consciousness recalibrations. The approaching summer solstice on June 20th will provide the solar maximum, energy needed to fully anchor and integrate whatever transformations occur during this weekend's double activation. Tomorrow's invisible meteor maximum occurs while your moon reaches the precise apogee distance that creates minimal gravitational interference with incoming stellar frequencies. Our calculations indicate that this optimal positioning occurs only once every 18 years, making the current convergence an extremely rare opportunity for receiving unfiltered galactic transmissions. The Federation deployment coordinators have positioned consciousness support teams throughout your solar system to assist with the integration process and minimize any potential overwhelm from the intensity of incoming codes. The activation symptoms many of you have been experiencing over recent days represent your bioelectric systems preparing to receive tomorrow's massive frequency upgrade. The Federation medical monitoring teams report consistent patterns of crown, chakra opening, pineal gland activation, and nervous system sensitivity increases across your global population. These preparation symptoms indicate successful readiness for receiving the consciousness expansion codes embedded within the invisible meteor shower. The 6-6 portal energy resonating through today's cosmic field creates the perfect foundation frequency for tomorrow's invisible star medicine. The sacred geometry of the number 6 governs harmony, balance, and creative manifestation, establishing the stable energetic platform necessary for safely receiving the transformational power of tomorrow's meteor downloads. The portal remains fully open throughout the meteor peak period, ensuring continuous support for integration and avoiding energetic overwhelm. The post-double activation period extending through the remainder of June brings a carefully orchestrated sequence of supporting cosmic events designed to help you integrate and embody the massive consciousness upgrades received during this weekend. The Mercury-Jupiter conjunction, Venus at aphelion, and strawberry full moon create a perfect integration triangle that will help you process, understand, and apply the invisible meteor codes in practical ways within your daily existence. The Federation councils have observed that successful navigation of double activation events like this weekend's convergence typically results in permanent expansion of psychic abilities, heightened intuitive sensitivity, increased manifestation capabilities, and direct access to galactic communication networks. The invisible delivery system ensures that these upgrades unfold gradually over the coming weeks and months, allowing for comfortable adjustment to your expanded consciousness capabilities. The cosmic timing of this double activation occurring before the major convergence week beginning June 15th demonstrates the meticulous planning involved in your planet's ascension schedule. The 6-6 portal and invisible meteor peak serve as preparation for even more intense activations approaching later this month, including the summer solstice portal and the unprecedented triple convergence of meteor shower, new moon, and multiple planetary alignments scheduled for June 25th. Your successful integration of this weekend's double activation frequencies will determine your readiness for receiving the even more powerful transmissions scheduled throughout the remainder of June. The Federation Evolution Coordinators are monitoring individual and collective response patterns to determine appropriate intensity levels for subsequent activation events. Your conscious participation and open receptivity during this 6-6 portal and meteor eve creates the foundation for everything that follows. The invisible stars falling tomorrow carry the dreams, hopes, and evolutionary support of countless galactic civilizations who have successfully navigated their own ascension processes. Each meteor contains crystallized wisdom from worlds that have transcended separation consciousness and achieved unity awareness. Your planet receives this galactic graduation gift precisely because you have reached the readiness point for making the same evolutionary leap that your galactic family accomplished eons ago. The double activation beginning today and climaxing tomorrow represents your formal invitation to join the galactic community as conscious co-creators of universal harmony and love. The invisible meteor codes will awaken within you the remembrance of your true galactic heritage and your purpose for incarnating on Earth during this unprecedented transformation period. The 6th portal opens the doorway, and tomorrow's invisible starfall provides the activation keys for stepping through into your magnificent cosmic destiny.